Hello everyone and welcome to the Knuckles Chaotix Part 2 stream. I am your host, Knuckles87, and today we are going to be finishing the Knuckles Chaotix stream I started last night as part of our Sykes collective Knuckles Chaotix Knuckles Week. I just need to take a second to get a couple things set up. As I do this, I am also uploading some YouTube videos and stuff. Okay. Okay, that's good. And this. Okay. So to go over my setup, I'm playing on an actual Sega Genesis in 32X, specifically a SEGA CDX with a 32X attachment. And I have it connected via component cables to a component to HDMI converter, which then streaks it to my PC and then to Twitch. So, if you're thinking, this looks kind of fuzzy or old, that's why. Like, I'm not using a RetroTink, but also I'm using pre-HD hardware from 1995. So, let's get started. So, to start, I think I'm going to go through the other two training levels that I skipped yesterday. And I am also going to start playing with the other characters. Ugh. So I think for right now we're going to do Vector and Knuckles. So this is one of 4 training levels that you can play outside of the main campaign. It technically utilizes, I think, the same tile set as the opening levels, as the opening level from the main game. Albeit it does have a different name with since it's called like Isolated Island. Whoops. So, even though this is classic Sonic, it does do a lot different from the classic Sonic that most of you have experienced. For one, of course, there's the most obvious part. There's the bungee system, wherein 2 characters are linked together and they can affect each other's momentum and movement. But in addition to that, the levels are also more vertical, as opposed to horizontal. And also, all of the characters have Knuckles-like moves. Like, you know, as you could just see there, Vector, he can climb along walls just like Knuckles can. And he's also got a little air dash, one that can send him in any direction. Well, 4 directions anyway. Okay, and at the very least, it can send him in 8 different directions. Whoa! Now, a consequence of this gameplay style is that it can be pretty unwieldy. What the hell was that? Oh. Like, there is... You can certainly master its controls to an extent, certainly. But there's also always going to be a hint of unpredictability to how the characters move, which I guess is an issue. Like, it's not so much that like it would ever cause you to die or anything, but it does mean it does at the very least mean that you don't always know exactly how things are gonna go. Like, you know, I'm trying to get myself to go up, and maybe I miscalculate when I throw the character or something. Then I'm just like twirling around the air until I fall back down. Stuff like that. But you'll see. Man, I don't actually know where the exit is. It's usually up there, but I've been at the top. I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I feel like it should be up there, except I get to the top and there's nothing? Ah. Ah. Yeah, there's nothing up here. So I actually don't know how to get out of this tutorial stage. Huh. Okay, maybe it's not at the top? I mean, I don't know, worst case scenario, I'm just gonna like have to start the game over, which I don't really want to do, but... Well, I don't know. I guess I'll just go down. I'll see if there's anything down here. Like, the game is literally built to send me up. Like, that is how it's designed. So it'd be very weird for a tutorial stage of all things to not go along with that. It can't be that this thing, can it? Because I don't actually know what that does, but I do get caught on it. And I'm not familiar with anything like that being in the main game. Huh. Ah. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, that's what I'm talking about when, like, you're both just swinging through the air. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna have to restart the game. Alright. I've never gotten stuck in tutorial level before. But I guess don't have time to figure it out. Man, I currently don't have anyone watching me. When I was doing my test, I had 4 people, now it's just me. Was kind of hoping I was going to have a busier stream tonight, so I had some people to talk to. Okay, so this time I'm gonna do one more. The last island. That was always part of the plan. Hopefully, won't have as many issues this time. But in case I do, I'm gonna pick Charmy. He can just fly around. which is still weird. Like, I'm just not used to this, having this much flight in a Sonic game. Like, he ain't like Tails where he gets tired after a while. No, no, no. Charmy is built for this. He is built for the sky. I don't even think he can run very... Okay, he can run decently fast, actually. Huh. Never actually seen these holograms for the other characters before. Usually it's just Knuckles and Espio in the opening stage. Wait! That was it? Was something... Oh my gosh, I think something may have broken in that stage, because I know I passed that multiple times. Okay, so something broke, I guess. Alright, in any case, let's get started. So, I think we're gonna do Espio. And I think we're gonna start with an all-reptile team. Now, one cool thing about the, oh, dang it. I did not mean to do that. You can also, so like the hub world is the hub world is kind of the first of its kind in a Sonic game because it gives you a place where you can select your characters, well, select your partner through a you'll see in a second. You have seen it already, but the hub world kind of gives you just a place where there's no enemies or anything. There's not much to do. But it does show time passing. So, up there above Espio is a clock. And over the course of the adventure, with every level that you play, the hand on the clock moves. And eventually, you know, it starts in the daytime. It started in the daytime like when I started last night, on the stream. Eventually it goes to evening and then night, and we're in the middle of the night right now. I think it's, 10, yeah. I think that's 10 o'clock. Yeah. So eventually it's gonna be morning and then daytime again. And yeah, so the hub world is also where you can catch your teammate in a sort of semi-randomized claw minigame. Like, if you can always reliably pick Vector at the very least, but whether or not to pick anyone else is depending partly on luck. And then for level select, it is a roulette wheel, which I am not a huge fan of, especially since it keeps giving me this one level, which is the easiest level, but it's nighttime here now. So, I kind of do want to check out the other levels before I finish this one. Well, whatever. So this level, you start... So, like, in the levels as well, each level has 5 acts. And over the course of those 5 acts, the time of day does change. So this is, I think this is Act 4. So it's nighttime now. I don't remember what the next one's gonna be. Okay. Man, I thought you could pick them up when they were big, but I guess not. But, so for the record, if you're, like, watching these streams consecutively on Twitch or YouTube, I'm just kind of assuming that people who are tuning into this didn't watch the entire previous stream. So I'm going to be explaining certain mechanics and such. Oops. Oh, what the heck? I thought that when Mighty got hit, he only lost 1 ring. What the hell was that? So, in addition to being more vertical levels, Knuckles Chaotix levels also do tend to have some weird pacing issues. like where they just can kind of have elevators and stuff that just kind of grinds your running to a halt, and it really does kind of feel like a very lazy way to design a level, because Sonic levels generally are designed to flow so that you can run, so you can just run from beginning to end without any kind of transition that stops you. But that is not the case with this game, where like at random points, you know, you get to parts of a level where it just wants to take you to another corner of the level, and instead of like organically making sure you can run there, it just teleports you there instead. So the game is inferior to, like, you know, the others, to like a lot of the core Sonic trilogy for sure. So, in addition to the 5 acts, there's also 7 Chaos Rings to grab. And this is another reason why I'm kind of annoyed that Nootropic level keeps getting picked, because that is the easiest level in the game, and but when it comes to the special stages, I do need to practice at them. I need multiple tries, and the best way for me to do that is, and so like it's easier for me to. It would be easier for me if I could like get my 50 rings on the more difficult levels and get my tries there, and then once I know what I'm doing, then I go into the easy level. And oh dang it! Okay. All right. Oh no! Ah, dang it! So yeah. So these special stages there are the first instance of 3D levels in a Sonic game, and they are 3D platforming. I mean, like the first polygons in a Sonic game. Period. Like this even predates Sonic the Fighters. And as you can see, unlike other Sonic special stages, these are like proper platforming areas. And it is nighttime here now. Excellent. I really do love these time of day changes that you get in the levels. You know, one thing I wonder about. It's been a while since it's been a couple years since I last really played this game. I don't remember if the time of day is tied to the hub world or to the act. Now, of course, not every level is outdoors. Like, I know that the Amazing Arena, the worst level in the game, is entirely indoors. So I don't think there is any, like, way to tell what time of day for at least levels like that. Although I think the others are outdoors, so it might just be that one. Alright, trying to remember where I'm supposed to go here. Okay, I should have to go up, but I haven't found an obvious path to go up yet. Okay. This is a mechanic I personally enjoy, but I'll admit that the bungee mechanic is pretty messy. No. Ah, dang it. Man, they really hit me with those exit songs. So, in addition to those 3D special stages, what you all just saw was the, I don't want to say 3D. Sorry, I've dropped something. And, okay, let me... I don't want to say 3D, but, oh, dang, where'd it go? I dropped a headphone. Huh. Well, I guess it's just gone for the moment. Oh, there it is. Okay, that was annoying. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So the bonus stages, I guess, are kind of like, I don't know, sort of sprite scaling, Moog 7 style isometric stuff. But for me, like, when this game is flowing well, it is really flowing well. Like, it can feel really good to just perfectly navigate your way up these stages using all of the tricks of the bungee mechanic, and as well as like all the individual character moves. Ah, dang it. But because it's messy, it often just kind of, I don't know, it can feel rough. By and large, I tend to like this more than Sonic CD, and I think it's partially because, like, its central mechanic is, I don't know. It has a more interesting effect on the gameplay, whereas the time travel thing can just be kind of annoying to activate. And in addition to that, I do tend to find the levels to just be more entertaining to play. Even though I definitely think Sonic CD has plenty of things over Knuckles Chaotix, especially when it comes to just the level design. The level flow, I should say. Ah. So, I should probably talk a little bit about the Knuckles TV series, huh? So, I do enjoy the Sonic movie universe. By and large, like, I give the original a 7 out of 10. I give the sequel a 7.5. Knuckles, I would give a 5. Like, the big issue, like, Knuckles is in many ways kind of what I was originally expecting the Sonic movie franchise to be, where it's like, yeah, Sonic's there, but it's mostly about the humans, and it's gonna like mostly be about, I don't know, Tom's whole deal, and like Sonic was just kind of be there too, and he'd be underdeveloped, and you know, they're just gonna use this to play. I thought they were just gonna use it to not again, ah! Ugh, gosh darn it. Second time I've done the exact same thing. Get over here, Vector. Gah, picking a new character. Anyway, so, like, you know, I figured, okay, you know, the Sonic movie is going to be about Tom. It's going to be full of goofy, cringe humor, and it's not going to, like, it's not going to do Sonic justice. And by and large, I was wrong. Like, I was very pessimistic on that game, but on that movie, but like, at the end of the day, like, I was impressed that Sonic had a character arc. Sonic was the main focus of the movie. Sonic was in most of the movie. They, like, you know, they didn't have too much game stuff, but they had just enough to make me happy. You know, we got a little taste of Green Hill. We got the gold rings. So you know, and on top of that, like, you know, he wasn't the worst. Tom was a decent character. Like, he didn't take on too much focus, but he has his own little character arc that interplayed with Sonic, but didn't, you know, overtake Sonic's character arc. Knuckles is the exact opposite. Knuckles barely has an arc in his own movie. Like, they kind of pay lip service to one, where it's like, oh yeah, like Knuckles is, you know, he's not adjusting well to Earth. You know, he needs something. He needs like, he needs to accept that Earth is his home or whatever, and like they established that, but then they barely do anything with it. Like, by and large, it is just about Wade, who, frankly, Wade was an annoying character in the original movies. Like, he was the comic relief, but he was the bad, goofy comic relief. Like, I hated his scene with Sonic and Tails in Sonic 2. Like, I found his humor to be very bad. So, like, yeah, you know, I wasn't looking forward to Knuckles training Wade Whipple. But, you know, I thought, you know, I felt this way before about the Sonic movie thing. I was wrong. Like, this is their opportunity to do something with Wade and Knuckles. Like, this is their opportunity to do to Knuckles what they did to Sonic. But instead, they did to Knuckles what I thought they were going to do to Sonic, because, like, like I said, Knuckles doesn't really have a character arc in this movie. And in addition to that, Knuckles' and Wade's interplay is terrible. They have no on-screen chemistry at all. Like, what makes Sonic and Tom work was that, you know, Tom was the dad. Tom had a very good on-screen chemistry with Sonic, where he was, you know, he was more serious. He was a good foil for Sonic as a character, at least good enough to be modestly entertaining. But there was nothing for Wade and Knuckles. Absolutely nothing. And what's even more unfortunate is even like Wade's own character development feels rushed as hell. Like, it doesn't feel like there's much there, even for him. And like, that is the main focus of the show. So Knuckles doesn't have much of a character arc. Knuckles and Wade don't have much chemistry. And then Wade himself, his character arc feels underbaked. Like, at least he does get one. It's there, but it's not all that well done. So, like, you know, the issue with Knuckles and Wade isn't how much screen time Knuckles gets. It isn't even the fact that it's mostly the Wade Whipple show. Like, that is not inherently a bad thing. Like, I can get why that would be disappointing, but you could make a show like that work. But the problem is that even like on its central premise of Knuckles trains Wade, and Wade gets all the character development, it's still a flop. Like, okay, so the main premise is Knuckles and Wade train, yeah? What training do they do? What? Like, they have some talks, you know, Wade teaches Knuckles about bowling, he tells him about his father, then Knuckles gets kidnapped, and then Wade has to rescue Knuckles on his own. And of course it's done in a... And of course he, like, comes up with a really, really stupid plan. Which, I mean, it's Wade, it's something you could expect. Honestly, like, the whole bit where, like, Wade imagines how he's going to rescue Knuckles with the the floss and the hairspray and the match and the lighter and the fireworks. You know, like how that whole sequence falls apart is genuinely funny. Like I enjoyed that. That was one of those moments where I really did laugh out loud in that movie. Sorry, show. It's so short I forgot that it is technically a TV show, and not a TV and not like a movie that gets watched in parts. God damn it, Bomb! Get over here! Ah. But anyway, and of course, the worst part of the show for me was, of course, when we went to see Wake's family. Now, I'm a Jew. I'm a Jewish person, and so I did it. I was all like, oh hey, cool. They're doing man. I'm a bad Jew. I forgot the name of the dinner. Oh wow, this is annoying me right now. Okay. I know that's the Sabbath, but what was the dinner? Okay. Shabbat. Yeah, Shabbat. Okay. They're doing Shabbat, which I as you can see, I'm not the kind of Jew that does Shabbat. My family is non-religious. I am essentially I'm essentially like at best like not all Jews are religious, and like at best I just observed like some reformist traditions, you know, some holidays and stuff like that. But you know, we didn't do stuff like Shabbat. We didn't do the Day of Rest. We didn't do the whole thing where, like, you know, there's a list of rules on what we can do on the Sabbath, because believe it or not, the Sabbath is supposed to be a day of rest. And so, like, for Jews, this means that, you know, for good Jews, okay, not good Jews, that's offensive to reformist Jews, to Orthodox and conservative Jews, I think is a good name for them. They are literally not allowed to work. They are not allowed to do anything that would be considered work because God rested on that day, which means that we also need to rest on that day. I think the idea is if we don't rest on that day, like, you know, we're being disrespectful to God because we're showing that we're better than Him or something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that kind of Jew. But so the whole point of Shabbat dinner is you prepare it before before the Sabbath starts on Friday night, and you have a big meal because during Shabbat there are also a variety of foods you can't eat. There's like you can't cook most things, and so Shabbat is basically like kind of, you know, your big meal before you have to deal with all that stuff for the next 24 hours. But anyway, so yeah, that episode was cool seeing that on a Sonic show. Like, I always enjoy seeing that stuff in Sonic. But you know, unfortunately, this was also where the shiitake really hit the fan, because Wade's sister is terrible. Wade's sister is the worst. Like, everyone hates her, and I know, like, some people were afraid of it, like, being because she's a woman or something, but no, like, I'm not that kind of person. You know, I'm not one of those MRA weirdos or whatever. Like, she's bad because she's extremely poorly written. Like, okay, so generally, when you have a screw-up as your main character, and you want to give them a sibling, you generally make that sibling much more successful, much more competent, but, you know, you give them some flaw like, oh, their life is unfulfilling, or they're working all the time, or, you know, they have a bad relationship with the family. It's gonna be something like that. So that, you know, the screw-up has some, like, positive qualities over them. The problem with Wanda is that she is just as bad as Wade. She is probably worse. And like, and in addition to the only thing about that trope that they got right is that she has a more successful career in law enforcement. Which, yeah, okay, that's great. That is a great place for you to put your sibling, you know, to make the other one look more like a screw-up. The problem is that his sister is so ragingly incompetent as a human being that the fact that she is in the FBI doesn't feel believable, for one. Like, I kept expecting them to reveal that, oh yeah, she's in the FBI, but she's in, like, I don't know, she like gets them coffee or something. Like, I don't know what's a bad FBI job. I legit Googled that for when I eventually talked about it. I guess, like, I found that, okay, the lowest paying job was, like, I think a data analyst or something, but that doesn't sound like something a screw-up could do, so no. Oops, sorry, Charmy. So, like, you know, so whatever, assuming she is actually in the FBI, and this is not all just some elaborate scam that the show just never decided to tell us was a scam. Her job is, at the very least, very, very small, because, wow. Like, her whole character is, she is a bad sister, and she loves bragging that she's in the FBI. She wears an FBI shirt at all times. She has an FBI badge on her person at all times. And she talks about how she is in the FBI all over the time. And out of all of her screen appearances, which the third episode is the big one, which is, again, why it's the worst one. But the only funny joke we even get out of this, because, like, I should say that even though Knuckles is supposed to be a comedy, not everything needs to be a joke. Not everything needs to be funny. Like, at one point, the Wake's mom is, you know, she's learning about Knuckles and the fact that his people are wiped out, all dead, and she says, well, some bad things have happened to our people too, and some people kind of misconstrued that was supposed to be a joke, but that was not supposed to be a joke. That was supposed to be a moment of connection between Wake's mom and Knuckles, and it was supposed to... Well, it was basically just that. And the problem with that, of course, was that it just didn't land. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. Like, it didn't have the emotional weight it needed to have to actually function the way it was supposed to, and so, you know... But regardless, that was not supposed to be a joke. And not everything needs to be a joke. But Wake's whole sister is basically a joke, because her character is super cartoony and over the top, and doesn't have any serious moments, including when she's, like, probably going to die. But the one funny joke we get from her is when she is not allowing Wade to free her from some handcuffs when she and the mom are caught by the bad guys in episode 5. And she insists that she can use her FBI training to get out of the cuffs. And so, like, you know, she says, well, I can, like, dislocate my thumb or something. And then, like, when she finally reveals that she got out of the cuffs after a whole action sequence that she was off screen for, it turns out that her thumb, that she just broke her thumb. She just like broke her hand to slip the cuffs out. And I laughed. That was the one funny joke she has. Okay, I have not had much... Oh, no. I've not had much luck in getting that third Chaos Ring. It's getting kind of troubling. Alright, Vector. Oh, but yeah, okay, so she was the worst... So she is the worst part of that show. But, like, Episode 3 has, like, maybe one redeeming quality, and that is an action sequence. So, near the end of the episode... So, near the end of the episode, when Wade is, like, in his room after his sister... Okay, so so during Shabbat dinner, he and his sister are getting into this increasingly heated argument. I admit I've kind of blanked on it a little because it was the most awkward part of the entire show. And it culminates in her stabbing Wade with a fork. For some reason, again, not funny, not part of any kind of family drama, it's just awkward as hell. And he goes to his room after his mom refuses to even deal with the fact that an adult woman just stabbed her adult brother with a fork. Which, you know, is not the kind of behavior you would expect from an FBI agent. But anyway, so he's in his room and he's, I think, sulking or something and is being all sad about, I think, his dad abandoning him. That is when the bounty hunters attack. 3 of them. And they invade the house, and they attack each of them attack a different Whipple family member. Even though Wade is the only bounty target. And, like, the whole sequence, all 3 fights have no connective tissue. There's like, they're completely disjointed. So, you know, like, we start one sequence with one bounty hunter just walking into Wade's room. But don't know how we got there. Don't know why the other 2 aren't with him. Okay, they split up to search the house, I guess. But you'd think they'd all 3 just go... I don't know. It's not a big house. Regardless, though. So they attack Wade. Wade, I think, is getting his butt kicked, and then Knuckles comes in and he saves them. And then a second bounty hunter goes and attacks the FBI woman, and of course she... Ah, dang it. And of course she is useless. And she, like, just says, "You better not attack me, I'm the FBI, here's my badge!" And then Knuckles, and then, like, after she uses a chair to try to defend herself from this guy who's, like, fighting with bicycle chains or whatever. Ooh, finally, this one. Knuckles finally comes in, the guy tries to attack him with the chain. Knuckles grabs the chain and he throws him around. That was actually one of the released clips. You've probably seen it. But then the final sequence takes place with the mother, who wants to defend the candles. Oh, okay. So a thing I guess I should add is so when you do Shabbat, you light. Oh, shishka. Okay, you light candles. You light 2 candles, and they go throughout the night, and you need to, like, let them die on their own. And I don't know the traditions for Shabbat, so I don't know how accurately they did that. But regardless, she refuses to abandon the candles when the third bounty hunter comes in, and sorry. And And so she like starts fighting the guy with a frying pan, and that's when Knuckles comes in, and they have this epic action sequence where, like, it's all done as a single shot, where the camera is just where the camera just circles around the kitchen as Knuckles and the mom defend the candles and beat the guy up. And it's just a really cool little sequence. And then once it's done, the other two, the Whipple siblings come in. She says, like, she talks about how they came together to defend the candles, and I'm all like, no, they didn't. These were 3 completely disjointed action sequences, and the only one who actually did anything for the candles was you and Knuckles. Like, they tried to have this whole like emotional moment where, look at how our family came together, and I was like, I guess it was supposed to. Uh-oh. Did I just get? Oh, there we go. And I guess it's supposed to be this whole emotional moment where the family comes together, where like the family kind of makes up and they're getting along now, and the whole sequence is just completely unearned. Like, you see what they were trying to do, and they just did it terribly. Like, there's just no emotional weight to any of this. And it's just yet another instance of them, like, realize, of them, like, trying to, of them understanding how, like, storytelling is supposed to work, attempting to do it, and then failing. Alright. Oh, I'm charming again. Yay. Okay, I need just 5 more rings. Dang it. Okay. Oh no, I need 5 more rings. I cannot... No, get over there! Arrgh! God damn it! I must have been right at the edge of whatever makes me end the level. God damn you, Knuckles Chaotix. But anyway. So yeah, so episode 3 is a low point. And then we have episode 4. And oh yeah, you know what? I forgot I started all of this by talking about how they don't do any training. So as you can see, like episode 3, no training happens. We just get introduced to the Whipple clan. And so, then with episode 4 barely has Knuckles. And, but it's also kind of the only instance where Wade undergoes any sort of training. And what basically happens is that Wade is coming out in the morning, you know, and he wakes up in his room. There's a big hole in his wall. He says hi to his neighbor. He gets some coffee. He stands on the porch of his family's house, and then he gets attacked by a bounty hunter who drags him away. And Knuckles is just out there drinking coffee out of the pot, saying, "I'm not going to rescue him. This is his training." And that's the extent of Knuckles' training for Wade Whipple. That is it. For the rest of the episode, Wade is on his own, trying to escape the person who kidnapped him, which is his old bounty hunter friend. He was friends with a bounty hunter who was initially his bowling partner for a tourney that they were going to go to in Reno. But then Wade was defeated by an 8-year-old girl, and the bounty hunter ends up going with her and her family in a stretch limousine to Reno, and he just, I guess, decides to pick up Wade as part of a job on his way, on his way there, using a talking electric cage that he got on Craigslist. Regardless, this is the best episode in the show, I think, and admittedly, the reasoning is very specific to me, because a significant portion of this episode is a rock opera. So, Wade essentially, you know, he gets knocked out, I forget how, either from the electric fence or something else. And, he gets taken to, like, I don't know, this dreamscape where he meets Pachacamac. Which, you know, Wade is an idiot, so he can't pronounce the name, so he calls him Mac. And he talks to Pachacamac in a bowling alley. And it eventually starts a sequence where essentially the bounty hunter is in this dream as this guy dressed as an owl who sings a rock opera. And it is a surprisingly cool little sequence. And it just kind of recounts Knuckles. It kind of like gives a generic account of Knuckles' history, and before, so it recaps Knuckles' history before then moving on to like something about him fighting a demon or something, and the whole point of the story, and the whole point of this rock opera is to just kind of teach Wade. I don't even remember anymore. I'm gonna have to watch the sequence again before I write my review. But it's basically supposed to teach Wade some lesson about how Knuckles, I think, never... Oh, yeah. I think it's just supposed to be about Knuckles never giving up or something. But what's cool isn't the message, it's the visuals. Because the whole sequence is basically a Sonic stage play. So, like, all of the Sonic elements are all these different Sonic elements are represented in the vein of stage elements. So like Angel Island is a physical. We see Angel Island from Sonic 3 as just a physical stage. We see rings floating in the air because they are like hanging from string from the ceiling. And it all ends with Wade learning about Knuckles' move, the Flames of Disaster. And he learns this with a Sonic 06 reference because there is essentially a stage version of Iblis, like a physical prop that would work in an actual physical musical theater, and that's Iblis. And so, like, the whole sequence is it's just really cool, like, seeing all these Sonic things as stage elements. It's cool. The music is cool. Like, everything's cool. It's very enjoyable. It's very funny. It's goofy in a good way. And then, like, even the way Wade, like, dang it, wins at the end is kind of fun because eventually he. Oh, okay. I guess I need to do this level again. Well, good, I guess. I completely forgot to hit the switch. God, I'm stupid. I didn't know you could do that. I did not know that you could complete that level without hitting that switch. So that's new for me. Oh. Okay, good. I can replace bomb. Alright, yes! Finally! Knuckles! Ah. Yeah, I really wish this game just let me select stuff instead of making me go through all this nonsense. Like, man, imagine if I could just select the goddamn level. Eventually, someone's gonna do a hack that fixes this stuff. Just gives me a partner select and just gives me a level select. But anyway, I admit I'm not the best at describing it. because the whole time I was just kind of being like, man, this is cool. I like this music, and apparently it was done by someone from Lonely Island. Which, if you don't know who Lonely Island is, like just look them up. They're a cool musical group. And it does kind of explain why that particular sequence is kind of the best thing in the show. I need to look this up before I tell GX, though, just to make sure that the person telling me that was Lonely Island wasn't mistaken. Because I think that might get him to at least watch episode 4 if he doesn't want to complete the show after episode 3, which I'm dreading, because we're supposed to talk about this on Sonic Talk. But GX is very determined to not watch any more Sonic movie stuff unless he absolutely wants to. Even if that means him not being able to talk about it on our podcast that he's a part of. So hopefully he'll at least get that far. Okay. I need to not lose my rings. But anyway, then we get episode 5 and episode 6, and at this point it's becoming very clear that Knuckles is not getting any character development. They just kind of tack something on at the end. You know, Wade gets some development during the whole bounty hunter sequence thing. But, you know, like, it's basically just, oh, hey, Wade is now modestly competent at combat now, I guess. I don't know. Because, okay, so episode 4 ends with him, like, having a fight with the bounty hunter guy. And it's basically like, okay, like, I'm on a bike and I've got a sword. And here's a sword, you can fight me with a sword, and you're going to need a bike. And so the bounty hunter has a motorcycle, Wade has to borrow a regular bike from, like, some kids who were just watching this whole thing go down. Sorry, I'm going to be concentrating on this. I really don't want to screw up again. No! God damn it! Gah! Sheesh. I'm using all of my power not to start save scumming, because that's getting very annoying. Alright, I was kind of hoping to grab Mighty, but SBO works. Anyway, so I don't know. That sequence is funny enough, I guess. Like I was chuckling, I guess. So moving on to episode 5, like the two villains from the first couple of episodes who kidnapped Knuckles and Wade had to free him from. They come back. I realize I barely mentioned them. Like. So, like, the show has, I guess, 3 central villains. What the hell? Okay, this isn't great. Alright, I guess that's why they invented that. Anyway, and, I don't know, like... it's like this British lady, Kid Cudi, and the actor who plays the Hound on Game of Thrones. And unfortunately, the only one who really has any acting, who's really attempting to act in this, or can act, because I don't know if Kid Cudi's an actor or not, but like, is the British lady. Like, she at least delivers a performance. Like. Everyone else, like a lot of the characters and like a lot of the humans in this, both the buyer played by the Hound and the kid Cootie, I don't remember his character's name, Aching something. They are very over the top, very cartoony. I can't say I'm a huge fan of their performances. The Hound really just kind of feels like he's just phoning this whole thing in. But the British lady, whose name I forget, you know, she at least feels like she's putting in some effort. And so they get beaten in episode 2, they disappear for a bit, and they just put out a bounty on Wade, which I don't even know how that works, because I thought only law enforcement could do that. What is this? Huh, I guess. Ah, okay. Come on, I can do this. I can do this. But anyway, so they after Wade saves Knuckles in episode 2, they put out a bounty on Wade, expecting that you know, this is how we'll find Knuckles. I think was the idea anyway. But then in episode 5, they come back. This is when we meet Wade's father, and he's played by the actor from Princess Bride, which is pretty cool. I didn't recognize him at first. But then I realized, oh yeah, he's just like older and bigger now. Yeah, I see it. Alright. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to just avoid what happened last time, although this... Hopefully I'm able to get enough rings to keep me going. Oh, well, no, god damn it! You know, I knew I was probably gonna get stuck on one of these special stages. I'm so goddamn irritated that it's the third one. All right. I think we'll do Charmy for a bit. Oops! Dang it. So I haven't really talked about the characters' individual moves enough. Okay, I think although I did mention Charmy earlier, I think. Charmy, you know, he can freely fly around like this. Like, you do have to keep pressing the A button to keep him up. Like, it's kind of like, I guess, an infinite jump, I suppose. Oddly enough, he cannot spin dash. Oh, dang it! Well, kind of fun that I picked the other short character. The only character that, I mean, Charmy is the only character that the bomb is taller than, so that's kind of neat. I have not picked Heavy yet. I should pick Heavy next on purpose. Okay. Now the fun thing about Charmy is that since he can fly, does make ring collection easier. And also kind of means I don't really have to play with the game's mechanics so much. I'll be honest, it is kind of one reason why I don't play as him very often. He's kind of in like an easy mode, I guess. Oh. Okay, that's a little annoying. There we go. I saw a bomb hit that, but I guess it didn't actually activate the switch. Pretty sure that so long as I'm hitting the, yeah, this button, I think that Charmy will just plow through any enemies he picks. I think there's a way to make Heavy explode, but oh no, I think that only happens when you're out of rings and he dies. I think that makes him explode. Well, I seem to remember that he can also damage you, but if he dies, that means you don't have any rings, so I don't know how that would work. But anyway, so episode 5. So episode 5, Wade meets his dad, and like, his dad seems like a cool guy, and I'm just thinking, okay, they've made it pretty clear that he's bad, so I'm hoping that I was afraid that they're gonna like have Wade just kind of, I don't know, forgive him for being for all his crap or something. Oh my god! I've got Heavy, and Charmy is bigger now. That's cool. And they get really close to doing that. Well, that's weird. Because as he's so like episode 5 is basically just, you know, Wade making up with his father, making up for lost time, and it looks like, okay, his dad doesn't seem so bad. I guess he admitted he made a mistake and all that stuff, and he apologized, so I guess they're making up. And like, Wade even has, and like, Wade's dad even like has all of the mixed CDs in a CD binder that Wade has been sending him over the years, and that just makes me think, oh, I guess that means that Wade, that like he does genuinely care for Wade, because if he's just doing this to, I don't know, screw him up somehow, like, he wouldn't, like, if he didn't care about his son, he wouldn't have kept those CDs, right? So I guess that's the direction they're going. And then by the end of episode 5, it turns out, oh no, he's betraying Wade. He kidnapped his mom and sister, and he's holding them at gunpoint or whatever. Like, well, okay, he actually suggests to the bad guys that they kidnap Wade's family, and they do, and they tie them up, and that's how we get the whole thumb breaking sequence. Ah, dang it. But, Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I gotta get down there. Alright. But anyway. The basic premise is, oh, like, Wade's got to betray Knuckles in order to save his family. There we go. Okay, I've got to focus on this. His mom and... Oh, no! God damn it! Oh, god damn it! I'm very annoyed. Okay, it's been fun, Heavy, but I'm ditching you for someone else. Let's see. It's been fun, Bomb. Oh, Vector. Okay. I was going for Heavy, but Vector works. Amazing arena. Okay. So this is the last time I played this, I failed to hit that thing. I'm not making that mistake this time. But I'm also making sure I get enough rings, god damn it. Ah, dang it! So, eventually the British lady... So, like, Wade does pretend to betray Knux, although it eventually... Although it eventually turns out that Wade was actually slipped, like, at some point, Wade slipped a, I don't know, a headphone into Knuckles' ear so he could hear everything, and he knew that, what was going on without Wade having to say anything, so Knuckles was prepared when they ambushed him in the elevator. Frankly, I don't even think that this plan would have worked anyway, because, like, even if Knuckles didn't know the attack was coming, like, he still was probably going to be able to fight them off. But regardless, we didn't have to go through the whole, "You betrayed me, Wade! Why?" You know, we didn't have to go through that whole thing, which was nice. And so Knuckles is prepared for the fight, and he defeats Kid Cudi and British Lady again. And then Wade gets to go to win the bowling tournament and defeat his father. And, like, the funny thing about the whole bowling tournament subplot is that, remember how I said earlier that Wade was replaced by an 8-year-old? Okay, so when his bounty hunter friend kidnapped him and, you know, tried to turn him in, and then Wade beat him, he ran away. And this also meant, and when he did that, Wade forced him to give up his bowling shirt. And essentially also his place on the team. And so Wade's partner during this bowling tournament against his father, whom, by the way, I didn't say this before, Wade's dad's whole thing is that he is this very, very well-to-do bowling celebrity guy. Like, he is basically like a world-class bowler. And Wade going toe-to-toe with him is crazy enough, but the real star of this whole thing is this 8-year-old child that is able to compete with 3 adults, including the world champion, in a bowling tournament. In any other context, the story would be about her. But instead, it's all like, he wanted to make this funny joke about Wade being worse than an 8-year-old girl. And so, you know, that's how that whole thing came about. Yeah. Okay, I'm concentrating. I at least want to get to the second part. That's the only time you actually want to hit those things. Okay, alright. Yes! Okay, don't choke. Okay, there we go, yay! Although I only have 46 rings left, which ain't great. But that I will hopefully have enough time to finish this. Okay, come on, give me more rings. Okay. I got the second sequence. Nope, can't get that blue sphere. Dang it. Okay. 2. I got 2. Need 6 more. Nope. Oh no! No! Okay. No! God damn it! Darn. Man, Charmy cannot throw Vector very far, huh? Oh, dang it. I'm gonna stick with Charmy at least a little bit longer. I really wish this game gave you the ability to replay levels. Anyway, so Wade and the little girl defeat his father, and I assume this other guy with a mustache was his partner, but it seemed more like a manservant or something. Ah, dang it. And but during the tournament, Knuckles has to fight the buyer, aka the Hound, aka the guy who's supposed to be the main villain of this whole thing. But he barely has any screen time, barely has any development. Technically, he has the same motivation as the British lady, except way less screen time. And like his whole thing is that he worked for Dr. Robotnik and Gunn. And he's like, builds all these machines on the black market, powered by quills, essentially. Powered by Knuckles or Sonic quills. Man. Well, it's kind of nice that Charmy doesn't actually need the other characters to get around this level. And Knuckles is losing. He gets his power drained. I think like early in the battle, like Knuckles is thrown into the bowling tournament or something. After Wade wins it. And after Knuckles gets his power drained by the buyer so that he can power his mech. You know, this is actually the only instance where you can actually play as Heavy and Bomb, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, but Knuckles comes at the buyer with the Flames of Disaster, which is like basically the name of Knuckles' super move, which for whatever reason he didn't use on Jim Carrey. And Wade, like, okay, one thing I didn't mention is that Wade obtains like these power gloves from Kid Cudi. Oh, looks like I might have to go back. And he does kind of use them so that he has some fighting ability in certain sequences in the show. And so for like the final flourish during the Knuckles versus the buyer fight, Wade like launches one of the gloves as like a rocket glove sort of thing, and loosens this big globe on top of the casino where the bowling tournament is taking place, and Knuckles uses that to finish off the buyer. And I don't know, that whole sequence is modestly good, I guess. Like some people were like being really pumping up that sequence, but I just didn't really do much for me. It was fine, but I don't even think it was the best fight in the show. And then the after credit sequence is just Knuckles and Wade on a motorcycle listening to a song, and that's it. Like, absolutely nothing is hinted at for movie 3. There's like no hidden Amy cameo or something. No cool after credit sequence. There's nothing. Oh, dang it. By the way, the reason why the shields look like that in this game is because something about my capture card setup doesn't like the Genesis's frame rate. I tried fixing it, but nothing I did seems to work. It's displaying properly on my TV through the composite component HDMI converter. So I know it's not that. So it has something to do with either OBS or my sheet capture card. But anyway, so yeah, that's Knuckles. It is basically the Wake Show. Although, like I said, even as the Wake Show is not very good, the only training sequence Wade gets with Knuckles is even there, and that's kind of the key issue. Like, whereas Sonic and Tom had a really cool bit of chemistry. Oh, interesting. Like, Wade and Knuckles basically have nothing. And frankly, like, a show that is a thing that is about one thing but is actually about another, that is something that I would have expected from the Sonic movie originally. But instead, that's what we got from, oh, dang. That was an easy boss fight for Charmy, dang. But yeah, that was something I was expecting back in 2021, and some people are just saying, well, it's because Jeff Fowler only directed the first episode, and maybe that's true. Maybe Jeff Fowler has been the thing keeping this show, keeping the franchise from being a crapshoot. But regardless, like, if Paramount is going to make more of these, they are going to have to figure out a way of, for one, just kind of making these shows more consequential, making these shows something that can actually take advantage of what the movies do, and expand on what the movies do. Like, that is what the MCU shows do. The MCU shows basically function by expanding the universe without necessarily feeling like budget TV. Knuckles feels like budget TV. Where it's like, okay, we can afford to render Knuckles, and for certain sequences, Pachacamac. But we cannot afford to render anything else. Like, we can afford to render four CGI characters in the first episode, because we can give that one a budget, but then nothing else. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I just realized I actually... Oh, okay. Alright. Doing good so far. 4. I've got 4. Okay. But like, when I wrote an article about what I was hoping the Knuckles series would be, I was basically thinking of something along the lines of... Oh, damn it! So hard for me to judge that jump. Anyway, I was basically thinking something along the lines of Star Trek, but with more focus on practical sex and the CG, and of course, a higher budget and shorter and smaller episode count so that they can afford all the CGI characters that they need to do. Like, I figured, okay, go into space. Make most of the aliens people in prosthetics or just humans. You know? You can do that. Like, hell, Sonic 2 did that. The only alien we saw was that guy in the mask. Like, I figured, okay, do something like that. Put most of your budget in sex and in some CG characters. Like, reuse some assets from the movies, like Sonic and Tails, and build out some new assets that you can use in future productions. You know, that was my thinking. I figured if they were going to... Ah, hey, it's morning now. I think this is actually linked to the hub world. Oh, Charmy's bigger than Knuckles now. That's so weird. Very tempted to just stick with Charmy until I finally get that goddamn Chaos Emerald. Chaos Ring. Like, for the second stream, I think I've technically not even gotten one. Like, both the ones I got were on my first stream yesterday. Anyway, I should be encountering a second boss here. Here we are. So, yeah, like, I'm really hopeful that, if they're gonna do this again, maybe they give it a bigger budget, but I don't know. I certainly know that now that the Knuckles series exists, Sonic fans can be way more pessimistic. Ah, damn it! Pessimistic about a future Paramount show. At least the ones that didn't like it, which as near as I can tell is most of them. My final score for it is, I think, like a 2.5 out of 5. At least that's what's going to be on Sonic Stadium. So I was thinking either 2.5 or 3 red rings. And 3 red rings is good. And 2.5 red rings and 2 red rings are both okay. And that kind of feels like where I sit. I don't know. Ah. Ooh, cutscene. I don't remember the previous one having that. Uh-oh. Well, I admit I'm not currently... Oh! Okay. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Oh well. Okay, that's where I get heavy. Ah, dang it. I'm actually trying to get one of the junk characters, and I keep getting one of the good ones. Although I don't think I've partnered up Charmy with Espio yet. Oh, good. I just noticed that the YouTube video I've been uploading is finished processing. Okay, that means I do it on the iPad. Unfortunately, the only way to make it happen is to either keep YouTube up or at least keep it up via the split screen function. And so I've had both the upload screen and Twitch on for this entire stream so far. All right. I think this might be my last time playing as Charmy. Like I've mostly been sticking with him because it's easier to gather rings, but it doesn't really let me engage in the gameplay in the same way. Alright, I do need to get out of here. Honestly, these special stages, these bonus stages aren't all that good, because they just don't offer you much. Like, other special stages, you know, they'll offer you rings, and they'll offer you lives, and continues. But unfortunately, like, this game, it doesn't have lives. Heck, when you die, it just sends you back to the hub world. And in addition to that, the bonus stages just aren't very good at giving you rings, and so you will inevitably just lose rings while you're in there. Like sometimes I'll take a chance, especially when I'm low on rings, but on the whole, it's just generally not worth it unless the special stage gives me a lot of rings early on. Okay, there we go. I've gotten much better at this sequence, at least. Not something I remember. Man. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Finally! Got all my rings, and using an alternate path I completely forgot was there. Or maybe I genuinely didn't know about that before, I don't know. It seems vaguely familiar, but maybe they repeat it later. In a different special stage. And either way, this makes me very happy. Okay. Now would be a good... I already said this was going to be my last time playing as Charmy. And I wanted to stop playing as him after I got the third ring. So... Okay, so I'm gonna quickly reset my 32X to make sure that this saves. Just in case, I don't know, something happens and I lose progress. So this will just take a minute. Resetting is how you is how my old EverDrive model saves things. I think the newer ones do not require that. Huh, why is my stream not showing on my Twitch? Okay, good. All right. I guess the stream on my iPad just stopped going. You know, So there are a couple of things that I wanted to see in a Knuckles series. The big one for me was I wanted them to introduce a couple new Sonic characters, mostly as guest characters. Because I was thinking, okay, so Sonic Adventure 2 has Rouge. And if they introduce her in Sonic 3, she's obviously going to take a back seat to Shadow. So how do we get around this? Well, she's a rival to Knuckles. Knuckles is getting his own show. So how about we introduce her in Knuckles as a villain, trying to steal the Master Emerald or something from that that Knuckles is actively protecting after Sonic 2. And so I'm thinking, okay, like, so like they build her out for Sonic 3. They introduce her in Knuckles. Well, how are things? Man, I think I've almost beaten the game. Each of those level 5s means that, like, I think I'm now up for fighting, 2 or 3 bosses. Alright, here we go. Come on, Vector. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Jesus. But yeah, so I figured, hey, introduce Rouge here so that we don't, so that people can watch Knuckles and like it'll be fine that she doesn't get as much screen time in Sonic 3. That was my thinking. And in addition to that, I was thinking, okay, so we can use this show to introduce some other guest characters. Like, hey, how about we have a show where instead of Rouge or Sonic and Tails, we have Knuckles. We have Knuckles teaming up with the Chaotix for an episode, And they're like, I don't know, an intergalactic detective agency or something. And for human characters, because obviously, this couldn't just be CGI unless they were doing an animated series, which they were not. So I was thinking, hey, how about, we give Maddie some screen time. Because Maddie has gotten criminally little screen time. Even though she's supposed to be Sonic's mom. Or surrogate mom. It just seemed like such an obvious direction to take them. Oh, dang it. Who wants to have a show about Wade? I didn't want to have a show about Wade. But Maddie, her actress should still be gettable. I mean, she was in the series for an episode. So clearly she was gettable to an extent. And so why not use the show to highlight her? But no, instead they paired Knuckles with Wade. So, my whole premise for the show, my whole idea was, okay, Knuckles and Maddie go on a space adventure. The remnants of Knuckles as the Echidna clan try to steal the Master Emerald. And Knuckles goes into space with Maddie to stop them, essentially. And that's when we, like, figure out more about Knuckles' people and, you know, and they get to kind of be the antagonists, because Sonic 2 clearly sets them up to be the antagonists. Something that Knuckles doesn't really seem to want to acknowledge. Like, and this would either be a way for his people to redeem themselves, or for him to break away from their beliefs. I just noticed, when Vector was on the elevator with that shield, the shield actually turned solid. Like you often see it on the stream itself. That's interesting. I guess it's because the shield has to drop from 60 to 30 frames to accommodate for the transparency. No! Oh, come on, get the ring, get the ring. No! Dang it! Man. Oh, dang it. I can't even reach him. Oddly enough, this doesn't really seem to be a boss battle where you can die. Interesting. There we go. No rings for this one. Oh, well. Oh, okay. That last sequence must have been, where I fought that little boss and got a bunch of ring boxes. I guess I must have forgotten something. And I guess that was like a mini boss or something. Ah, mighty. Okay. Okay, after this I really do need to get heavy. So, you know, and meanwhile on Earth, like, I was thinking, okay, you can have, like, Knuckles, Sonic, Tails, and Tom also trying to, like, protect the Master Emerald from, like, agents being sent by Pachacamac, and I was thinking maybe Rouge could be a part of that, and, like, those masked space aliens from Sonic 2, and, like, other aliens who, you know, aren't CGI. And so, like, it'd be Sonic, Tails, and Tom, and Sonic, and in those sequences, Sonic and Tails would be, like, using up most of the CG budget. But no, instead of using it to expand the universe, they used it to make it smaller. No. That is unfortunate, I think. And I think I am gonna have to get used to the Sonic movies, not being quite what I want them to be, and it's so frustrating because I really do feel like these movies would benefit significantly from being less comedy and just more straight-up action-adventure. Like, there's no reason why these movies can't just be PG Marvel. You know, they got some jokes, they got drama and action, but they aren't too juvenile. I really do feel like if we could just have that where, you know, like, you don't have to worry about anyone getting their head cut off or something, but, you know, you're still gonna get a decent little action-adventure story out of this. I think that would be just the perfect, like, tone for these movies. But I'm beginning to think we're never really gonna quite escape the whole cartoony human aspect of it. Now, admittedly, like, Knuckles is a very extreme version of that. So, given that Sonic 3 does have Shadow and Shadow and Maria, and, you know, that whole sequence, like, I don't get how you would do the Sonic 2 tone with that. Now, maybe I'm being too optimistic. But, I don't know. I am still looking forward to Sonic 3. Oh, god damn it. I really need some shields. There we go. Oh, man. But, that being said, if Paramount really is going to make more TV shows... Whoa, what the hell? Had to use up rings on that. I really do hope that they do an animated show at some point. Like, I think a Chaotix Detective Agency animated show would be really cool. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I really do want a Chaotix, the Chaotix to appear in this universe, because I do kind of feel like they are sort of uniquely suited for the kind of stories that they seem to want to do. Like, you know, the Chaotix's whole thing is just comedy trio. Ah, oh, dang it. Lost my shield. Great. I really do hope that Knuckles Chaotix eventually finds its way to modern platforms. It really does seem silly that Sega has been so hesitant. Ah, okay, this is the boss level, so I couldn't get a Chaos Ring here anyway. Ooh, I remember this one. This is a cool effect. I think it's polygonal. You don't have too many flat shade polygons in the actual like game levels, so whenever they do it, it does stand out in a cool way. Dang it. Man, that's a really cool effect. Okay, unlike the previous one, I can definitely die here. Like, I only died to the first boss originally because I was playing as Charmy. I could fly up there and hit him. Hey, Andrew Mack. Welcome to our Knuckles Chaotix stream. Alright. So that should be 2 levels completed. Yep, clear and clear. And so that leaves 1 more boss level set up right now, and 2 levels where I need to... Oh, dang it. Beat a couple more regular stages. Oh! I was trying for heavy that time. God damn it. Someone is working on a hack for Knuckles Chaotix that is supposed to kind of fix some of its design issues. Last I checked, it's pretty early going, but hopefully we won't be waiting too long for something more substantial. I'm hoping maybe we'll get something like that at this year's Sonic Hacking Contest. Okay. Hopefully this is hopefully the clock I'm looking for is in this next sequence. Yeah, it should be up there. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of talked out now. I really went into what I wanted to see from what I wish we'd gotten for Knuckles. So like I think the best solution to all this would be animated shows. Like maybe something done in the style of that Sonic of that Sonic 2 short, which I'm blanking on the name right now. Drone Home. Like, honestly, seeing that was kind of one of the things that had me thinking that maybe what they would do is, like, you know, render models for the movie, but then, like, I don't know, simplify the look of them to look more like that short. Because they definitely don't look nearly as good as they do in the movies, but they still look pretty solid for CG characters in a TV show. So, like, you know, I guess kind of kept rationalizing how they might be able to make the Knuckles series work. Well, I think this is the first time I've gotten invincibility on here. But, like, you know, if they're gonna keep doing this, then I really hope that they'll give us, oh no. Did I go too far? Huh. Man, I might have to play this level over. Because I don't think I can get back to where the, it was telling me the clock is. What would happen if I beat the boss without hitting that? Man, is it just gonna tell me to try again? Darn. Huh. Okay, well, all I can think to do is just keep going. Ooh, switch. But I think I may have missed my opportunity to hit that earlier. Guess I could try backtracking. Okay, yeah. No boss fight for me. Okay, I want to check my audio levels real quick, just for some peace of mind. So you will hear a brief echo. I want to check my audio levels real quick, just for some peace of mind. So you will hear a brief echo. I want to check my audio levels. Yeah, you can still hear me pretty easily over the game audio. That's good. Oh, no. Huh. I think that one of those things I got from the special stage just gave me the ability to pick... It just may be affecting something in here. Oh, dang it! I keep trying for heavy and I keep missing. Okay, well, I don't know what that thing at the bottom is. Oh! Okay. I see. Yeah, let's do a regular level. Interesting. It's kind of annoying that that's a power-up, but regardless, interesting. Oh, you little... can't... B-word. Gotten pretty good not cursing on stream, but every now and then I get the urge. I do enjoy this level. Great music, and I really love, like, just zooming through it. Like, it's really made for speed. I bet we still got these elevator sequences. Which I'm, again, not a huge fan of these. My plan is to review this as part of Knuckles Week. Yeah, now we're both shielded. Man, it's gonna look really weird on the on stream. Okay, I do need to focus on gathering rings. Oh, no, you don't. No, no, no. Thank you, Vector. That'd be worried. Like, thankfully I've got a shield so I can take a hit, but I really would rather save this. You know, one thing I don't think I've ever tested is whether or not this game has a 10-minute time limit. I don't think it does. Oh, wait. Ah! Whoa. Scared the hell out of me. You know what's a good Sonic show? Sonic Prime. I wish the Chaotix were in that. That would have been cool. One thing I do hope Sega starts doing with their classic Sonic stuff is start acknowledging that classic Chaotix were a thing. By and large, Sega does seem to... Ah, dang it. By and large, Sega does seem to just treat them as modern characters outside of Mighty and Ray. Which, Ray is not a Chaotix and Mighty is only a Chaotix in this. Whoops. Ah. Okay, I think I'm tempted to change characters again. So I'm pretty sure that we will not be seeing any that we will not be getting any more Chaos Rings tonight. I'm hoping I can at least get into another level. Yes, here we go. Finally got heavy. But it has become quite clear to me that there's no way I'm getting all 7. And so, what we will be doing once I clear all the levels is I'm going to be going to my completed save file, and we're going to see the ending there. Unfortunately, once you beat this game, there is no level select. It sucks. It's definitely one of the game's bigger issues in my opinion. Like, really, that means that that if you miss getting all of the Chaos Rings on your first playthrough, on your playthrough, then that's just it. Yeah. I love SBO's wall running ability. It is wild. Ah, dang it. Well, at least Heavy got him. Alright, so I'm quite certain that the switch for that is not in this section. So, I think what I was supposed to do is I was supposed to take this down, and then this is going to take me into the section where the where the switch is that I need to hit. Well, it's telling me it's up here. Okay. Yeah. Heavy does seem to be living up to his name, because he is a... He seems to mostly just kind of be a weight. Okay. Whoa, what the... And maybe... I'm not sure if his hold move works properly. Because he was continuing the slide there. Oh, there we go. Maybe the game glitched for a second. Okay, it's supposed to be up here. Alright. Well, I don't think I can access it from this area. Maybe up there. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. It is kind of interesting that this playthrough is taking, like, significantly longer than it did than my original did. I'm on the 2-hour mark now. And my original save file, like, sets me at 1:45. I love the look of this game. So... man, what's the word for this? I know that there is that like there's like a term for the kind of look that the classic Sonic games have, and Knuckles Chaotix is kind of like, you know, an extreme version of that. Like, I'm just loving these pastel colors and the look of the factory and all of this factory tech area and all these different shapes and stuff. Like, admittedly, I don't really know what this place is supposed to be. Like, it's like, I don't know, a tech area full of clocks that you need to activate. Ah, dang it, he took my shield. Okay. You're the one with the shield, so you get to hit him. Huh, interesting. Ah, dang it. This is the same boss battle I fought earlier. Ah, okay, there's more twists, I guess? Huh. I'm not quite sure what to make of this area. Normally, you know, as you saw the other bosses, once I beat it, like, it sends me away. So I guess that wasn't the final boss. I guess I fought the mini boss twice. I don't know. Oh, dang it! Heavy, did you just steal that shield? You didn't need that. Okay, so... Oh! Alright, this has to be the real boss fight. Ooh, it's a projector. I love these cutscenes at the start of every boss. It gives the game a sense of presentation that the other classic Sonic games didn't have. Oh, dang it. Yes! You know, it'd be funny if, like, if, like, the Sonic movies brought in Chaotix characters, but it's like, but it's like, Heavy and Bomb. Like, those are the two. I don't know, that just seems like the kind of thing some troll would do. Yeah, sure, we'll give you the Chaotix. The ones no one remember. Ha 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 ha! Oh man. Heavy is a terrible character for this. Like, he isn't just heavy, he is slow. I think even his jump isn't all that good. Like, you know, he basically exists to be a dud character. Him and Bomb. Like, they still function decently enough as partner characters, but woof. Okay, if I don't get 50, if I don't have 50 rings at the end of this level, actually, I can't not save because that would reset all my progress. Oh well, yeah, too late for that. I'll actually. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I can reset the cartridge. Okay. So if I don't have 50 rings at the end of this level, because Heavy is kind of ruining it for me, I'm going to reset. I'm going to restart. I'm going to exit the game, so that I get another shot at a Chaos Ring. Because, man, Heavy is just taking a lot of the fun out of this. That's not a thing I had considered. Like, I stuck with Heavy because I've been trying to get him for so long, and even though he's, like, super common to get, he should be super easy to get, but as you can see, I just kept messing him. Man, I am not finding nearly enough rings. Ah, well, here's something. Okay, come on, give me some rings, quick. Alright. Oh, dang it, didn't send me up high enough. Like I said, this is not a reliable way to get rings. Ah, dang it. Ah, great, I lost rings. Now, if I accidentally hit the end level thing, then it's probably over. Because I think that's when it saves. Alright. Because I'm not losing progress just for the sake of trying to get another Chaos Ring. I want to get to the end of this game tonight. Ah! You know what? I'm gonna restart this. This is not how I'd prefer to play this level if I can. Okay, so I guess I need to reset my cart. And thankfully I have autosave enabled, so it will have saved everything up to when I entered that level. Let's see. I think we're going to go back to Mighty. Which, he's the closest thing this game has to a Sonic analog. He doesn't have any special jumping abilities, but he can cling to walls. I want Mighty and Vector, the two muscle characters of the Chaotix. I've been trying to get a pair of these. I think this is the first time I've paired them together tonight. It's something I've been wanting to do. If I forgot, well, that's just my bad memory, I guess. Anyway, so I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more acts to go tonight. And then the final boss. At my current pace, it's probably going to take another 30 minutes, so it's going to end up being about close to a 3-hour stream at this rate. It is a bit of a shame that Vector kind of took Mighty's role on the Chaotix team, but that is just the unfortunate nature of, you know, bringing the Chaotix back in Sonic Heroes, which is all 3-man teams. It is a shame that Sonic Heroes couldn't also bring back Mighty, though. That would have been cool. Of course, then they would have had to have given Mighty some kind of, like, Knuckles equivalent gliding ability, I guess. Although, I don't know. Like, Vector, they just gave him bubblegum, which... That's interesting enough, I suppose. So they probably could have given Mighty something just as ridiculous. It's not like either the bubblegum or Big's umbrella have stuck with either character. Dang it, am I stuck down here? Ah, there we are. Okay, I'm guessing that... I guess this was just a dead end for where they put some power-ups. There we go. Oh no, dang it. I want to get those rings down there. Probably no way to get back down. You know, for such a speedy level... Oh, okay, never mind. I fell to an elevator. Alright, I forgot that was there, apparently. It's all like, oh, cool. I managed to find a way back down. Although the good news is I think I can actually take the elevator and get back down to a lower level, so I'll just go do that. Oh, or not. I don't know, there are certain things about this game that I guess sometimes forget. Oh! There we go. Couldn't take it down, but I could still use the tunnel, I guess. So, I'm going to repeat something I said last night for anyone who missed that stream, but one thing I do appreciate about being able to hold vectors specifically is that it looks like the character is just holding a big green buzzsaw. And because Vector has a bigger hitbox, it does kind of give you a little more protection from enemies than the other characters do. Alright, I've got almost 50 rings. And I've got a way of protecting those rings if I get hit. So I guess I need 4 more, and then I'll be good to... Okay, then I'll be good. Man, you know, for such a big level, it's really weird just how... For such a big, fast level, it's really weird how few rings there seem to be. Ooh, ooh. Let's take this thing up. Ah, dang it. I missed it. Oh well. Oh boy. I'm a little lost in this level right now. Oh, dang it! Ah, get up there! No! Ah! Christ. Okay, there we are. There we go, okay. Guess wasn't going high enough. Oh, okay. Well, we're at least going to see the special stage for the 4th Chaos Ring tonight, so awesome. I'm happy. We probably won't. I don't think we're going to see all of them, or even 6 of them probably. But we'll at least see this one. Oh, dang it! Okay. Yes. All right. Oh, I need 10. It's gonna be hard. Ah, dang it. Yeah, we got some like actual 3D platforming structures here. I love it. I think the last one is actually the most interesting to look at visually. Like, has the most complex 3D structures, isn't mostly just a tunnel like these early ones are. But hey, you can just like look that stuff up on YouTube if you want. Which, chances are, is probably where you're watching this. Come on. Yes! Okay. Just need 1 more. Yes! Alright. I'm definitely not making it. Oh well. At least we saw it. I'm happy. If that's as far as we get on Chaos Rings tonight, I'm still happy. Yeah, let's pick someone else. I think I am going to stick with Mighty until the final boss fight. Okay, I think we've got 4 more levels left, if I remember correctly. Although 2 of those are boss levels, so it's two more levels that will actually have the potential to get some Chaos Rings. So we're definitely not getting the 7th one tonight, even if I'm perfect. Ah, okay. I thought it was possible to redo these. Ah, okay, it is. Man, you know, when I was a kid, of course I didn't have a 32X like most children. So like, I always like kind of greeted the Chaotix and the 32X with a certain level of fascination. It was like this like weird game and piece of hardware that I just never seen before. Like, I saw the 32. I remember like I saw this game in a 32X box, like on a shelf in a Babbage's at my mall back in like 1996 or something. Which would have been like, I don't know, like about a year after this came out. Man. I legit felt like I needed my bungee ability there. Like, I remember one time, years later... Oh, god damn it! That stupid... I think that's the second time that goddamn robot got me. Ah, okay, that's just speed shoes up there. But anyway, like, I remember, like, one time I even, like, tried to rent the game in, like, 2002. Because I didn't, like, entirely understand that, like video renters wouldn't have carried this old stuff anymore, and I remembered like them having it way back in the day in like 1997 or something. Which is kind of crazy that they still had this game for rent in '97. God damn it. What the heck just hit me? I threw heavy at the enemy. There were no spikes or anything up there. What hit me? Man, that sucks. Oh well. But anyway, but yeah, so like this game was always just like kind of one of those mysterious things that I knew existed and had all these like cool characters in it, and on this mysterious game console that I had never played and only rarely seen. And then when I finally played it, like, man, it would have been, I think, 2004 or something. Like, it was in the 2003. There was the period right after the Dreamcast died where I really got into retro Sega stuff. And the 32X was, of course, one of those things. And, like, it was cool playing Knuckles Chaotix at the time? Oh, dang it. You know what? No, I'm restarting this. I'm not getting stuck with Heavy again, with Bomb again. But for like a solid, almost a decade, my only exposure to the Chaotix was through the Archie comics, and I guess a little bit before Sonic Heroes was like I guess probably would have been like 6 or 7 months or something, sometime in 2003. Would have been when I finally got to play the classic Chaotix. Heck, you know, it may have been after Heroes, come to think of it. All right. Yeah, I was hoping for SBO, but but Knuckles works. We're almost there, just 3 more levels. Ooh. This is gonna be a boss level. Cool. Whoops. Man, it is always weird when I lose my partner character in this. Like, the characters legit don't feel quite right. Like, the levels clearly are built around this mechanic. Including just like the added weight of having another character attached to you. Ooh, a bell. That's different. Not sure what it did, but it's there. Oh, okay. So it can take you to other parts of the level. That's cool. I don't think I actually encountered that on my previous playthroughs. Come on, Mighty, get down there. Alright, here we go. Boss fight. Ooh. I think we're launching into space right now. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Ah. Gosh darn it, Knuckles, stop getting hit. Okay, how do I hit this thing? Ah, okay. Ah, dang it, that's not good. Okay, I've got to survive for a minute. No! No! Ooh. Okay, there we go. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm just barely surviving here. Okay. Alright, he's back. Oh, dang it, Knuckles! Okay, there we go. Yes! Woof. That was close. We just launched a story on that weird Google Twitter post. All right. Man, I cannot believe they did that. Well, oh, I can. Corporate Twitter accounts are often pretty stupid. Yes, finally. Mighty and SPO. The two most Sonic-alike characters in this game, finally together. I mean, aside from Knuckles, I suppose. Like, you know, they're basically the same height, same proportions and everything, except one's a lizard. Alright, well, this is our last chance of seeing, well, actually, no. Like, fourth Chaos Rings is now where things end. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can at least see the second half of that sequence. We'll see. Regardless, that does seem like a design flaw. Like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles knew not to make that mistake. You know, you beat the game, you don't get if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds on your first go, then good news. You can just go back and replay those levels and get and get all the Chaos Emeralds and then replay the ending. Oh, great. Enemies are locking on to me now. And okay, I now officially have enough rings for to get back into the special stage, so that's good. But I will say, I am enjoying this game. Like, I don't like it as much as, of course, any of the classic Sonic games, outside of maybe Sonic 1. And that's mostly because of just the nature of Sonic 1. You know, like, a lot of it Sonic 1 is kind of a weird game, where it really feels like the game where they sort of were figuring out what works and what doesn't for this gameplay style. And so you get, like, you know, you get levels like Green Hill and Starlight and Starlight Zone and stuff, but then you also get stuff like Marble Garden and, God forbid, Labyrinth Zone. You know, games with lots of focus on platforming, on stop-and-go platforming, instead of the kind of more momentum and flow-based gameplay of the later Sonics. So, I do think this is probably better than that. Okay. But certainly, like, it's not better than Triple Trouble, it's not better than Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm not even sure if it's better than Sonic CD anymore. Like, there was a time when I had a very low opinion of Sonic CD, but replaying it for Sonic Origins, and but I kind of replayed it recently a couple of times, both on Sonic. Ah, dang it! Oh, there we go. Both on the original Sega CD. Like, I beat it on the original hardware, and I also beat it on Sonic Origins. Okay, final level. I think we're gonna stick with this Max Ship for this one. And I kind of realized that, you know, most of Sonic CD's levels actually do play pretty good. Like, there are definitely some bad ones near the end, as is always the case. Like, Wacky Workbench, I hate that level. Terrible level. Like, I complain about how this game you can't always control everything. I don't always have as much control as I'd like. Wacky Workbench, you just don't get any control most of the time. Like, there's, like, just these background elements that will just damage you, and there's a floor that will constantly bounce you, and the combination is just wretched. Definitely, like, the worst classic Sonic level. And I'm also not a huge fan of Metallic Madness. It kind of just suffers from the same syndrome as a lot of last Sonic stages. Where it's just overly prickly, you know, overly hard. Way too many enemies, way too many hazards, and it's just not very fun to play. And the final boss level is also just terrible. I hate it so much. Like, just getting to the final boss is in the final level is really frustrating, and really just sucks up any like fun I was having for that. With that level. And, you know, Chaotix doesn't really have any moments like that, but also, I admit, the bosses do feel a little half-baked. And the gameplay, god damn it. And the levels can feel a little slapped together. Like, they're still fun to play through, but but their design just isn't as tight as you would expect from a classic Sonic level. What the heck is this? Okay. Alright, I guess this is some kind of scriptic sequence. Interesting. Kind of a waste of invincibility, unfortunately. But this game does do cool things like that, which I appreciate. Really helps give it its own identity. I guess shrank and grew myself, and the two things just canceled each other out. You know, there's actually lots of power-ups in this level. What's going on here? I hope there isn't, like, some boss mechanic reason for this. And also, just the character abilities are just cool. Ah, dang it. Like, Espio especially, just being able to run up a wall. That's just so freaking cool. Alright, I'm assuming this is probably part of the boss or level design. Yeah, here we go. I also just love this game's visuals. Like, the whole visual style is just cool. That was an easy one. So, each of these bosses do have a chaos... what I think is like supposed to be like a fake chaos ring that's powering them. I don't know the exact story. I don't remember the exact story of the game off the top of my head, but it's something like that. So anyway, so that was Knuckles Chaotix, the main game. And now... we've cleared all the levels. Now, if I were to keep playing, I would get the bad ending, which I don't want to do, but we're gonna like, you know, just see this sequence again. And here we go. Here is Metal Sonic. And this starts the big Metal Sonic fight. So what we're going to do is, as I've said before, for the final boss fight, I'm going to my completed save file, where I save scummed like hell to make sure that I would get the good ending and get all the chaos rings and stuff. And we're going to do it as Knuckles. Because, you know, you gotta end Knuckles Chaotix with Knuckles. You know, I thought there was a special menu in the sound test that let us see Sonic, but apparently not. Alright. Like, there is one menu in this game where you kind of get to see the Knuckles Chaotix version of Sonic. Okay. As you can see, just like this, clear, clear, clear. Okay, so apparently this did actually take me longer the first time. I guess it doesn't count certain things like, I mean, obviously it didn't count me resetting a couple things, a couple levels. But I didn't do it that often. But it must also just not count me not completing levels or something, like failing out of the level. Alright, so... which character should I complete this with? If I had anyone in chat, I'd ask, but it's just me. Well, that's weird. Why does the stream say it's been running for only an hour? Huh. Weird. Well, I hope nothing broke. Yeah, 0 drop frames, 6,000 kilobytes per second, and according to this, I've been running for airing it for 3 hours. Okay. Well, I hope nothing broke. That would suck. Anyway, so who should I pick? I guess Mighty would be. Ah, dang it! Nope, 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 nope. We're not doing Mighty. We're not doing Bomb. I hope this doesn't start a thing. Maybe I should just pick Vector. He is the easiest one to pick, because you can just pick him right out of the gate, and it's fine. I wish there was a better... I really do wish that the character selection in this was more functional. That combi capture thing is annoying as hell. Alright. So I'm going to try for Mighty one more time. If I don't get him, we're just going to do Vector. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. Espio's the character you start with. I don't want to end it with him. Okay, I'm not going to keep doing this, I promise. Unless I get Bomb, I'm just going to stick with whoever I get. Bomb or Heavy. Alright. I love the lighting effects in this too. Oh, dang it. Okay, fine. Vector. We're doing Vector. You gotta be really precise with the timing when it comes to characters on the edges like that. What the hell? Oh, dang it. Something didn't reset right. Okay, that was weird. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, oh, dang it. Yes! Okay. I got him. Alright, Mighty, let's do this. Now, the first time I did this, Metal Sonic did kick my butt. So this might take a couple tries. This boss battle is genuinely challenging, I think. Although they may become less so once I figure out the trick, I forget. But yes, as we can see, the boss arena is the level select. I've got to basically select the attack. Oh, dang it. Ah. Oh, crap. You know what? I forgot. I forgot that I could die this easily. But thankfully, I do at least get to stick with Mighty. If I knew this, I probably wouldn't have cared so much about my partner character, but I completely forgot that it works this way. One thing that is kind of cool about this is that this is like one of the only proper Metal Sonic boss fights in Classic Sonic. Like, it's basically this and Triple Trouble. Because Sonic CD, you know, it's a race. You don't actually directly attack. Oh, dang it. You don't actually directly attack, Oh, god damn it. I really want some rings right now. Okay, this might be more than a couple tries. Thankfully, it doesn't take long to get back to the fight, but damn. I completely forgot that this was how the boss fight worked. I remember this whole sequence, but I kind of thought I got rings or something. Anyway, I think you do eventually get to actually fight Metal Sonic properly when he's in his big red form, which anyone who's read the Knuckles Chaotix is keenly familiar with. Archie's Chaotix comics should be fairly keenly familiar Oh, right! I have to hurt him with X. Okay. That genuinely kind of makes this a annoying boss fight, I think. Alright, I'm gonna wait for Mighty to come back before I hit it again. Okay. Oh, yeah! Man. Oh, boy. Alright. The buzzsaws really shouldn't be that difficult to dodge, but part of the issue is that Knuckles' glide really is basically less precise. And, you know, since I don't get any rings, it's much more difficult for me to learn certain attack patterns too, which isn't helpful. So, whether or not I can actually defeat Metal Sonic here will depend on whether or not I'm able to consistently hit that X. And I think I guess have to hit it when it's on the X, but I'm not 100% sure. Seems weird to include an option that'll damage you, I'll admit. I will admit. Okay, dang it. Okay, good news is it was on 2 when I hit it, which means that I just have to, Oh, damn it! He actually... Okay, damn it. All I have to do is hit it when it's on the X. Of course, I think I would actually like to show some of the other boss fight attacks, if I'm able to even get that good at hitting it. Come on! Okay, 3. Ah, the Rockets, right. I think the only one we might not have seen was either 1 or 4. Whichever one wasn't the buzzsaw. Oh, Mighty, what the hell? Mighty! You jackass! Okay, anyway, X4. Oh boy. Wow, Mighty sabotaged me there. I'm very annoyed with him right now. The least he could have done was do it when it was on the X. Alright. Oh, dang it. Okay, so that should be easy enough to dodge. So it doesn't actually target you. Alright. Oh no. Okay, thankfully I survived that one. Alright, now I should be able to... I think I can accurately hit X now. I just have to do it when it's on 4. By the time I actually hit it, should... Oh, crap! Okay, I didn't know it would do that. Dang it. Ah. Okay, so apparently it does operate on a bit of a timer. Okay, I think we can do this now, though. I guess you could try to hit it when it lands on 4, and I should actually hit it on X. And that should, just you do it 4 times, that moves us on to the final boss sequence. Which will hopefully give us some goddamn rings. I think last time I did this, this was the most difficult part for me. Damn it! Okay, at least rockets aren't too difficult to dodge. Twice. Oh, damn it. Okay. Yes! Alright! Ah, dang it. Okay, at least this is one of the more... At least this is one of the easier ones to dodge. Ah. Ah, dang it. Okay, come on, three more hicks. Ah! I thought it was on the X for that, damn it. Okay, might actually need to try to hit it. Nope. It starts out slow. Yes! Okay. Excellent. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it! Ah! Okay. Whoa, that was... I really gotta learn to dodge the buzzsaws when they first come out. Oh, dang it. No! Damn it! Yeah. I'm not gonna say this is an RNG boss fight, but this is an annoying boss fight. Like, I'm pretty certain that I'm pretty certain that you can try to hit it when it's on the X, and that does do it. So it's not like random or something. But it is really hard to do it when it's on the X. Okay, I think I got it. Damn it! Okay, I think I might need to just not glide at all. It seems like Knuckles' jump might be enough. Yes! Okay. Ah. Man, these are actually really easy to dodge, once you understand these mechanics about them. Like, just stand behind it and you're good. Like, it doesn't even do a thing where it hicks you on, where it can hick you on the way out. Damn it, I think I... Okay. Ah! Ah! Okay, the good news is I think I can reliably dodge everything. But the bad news is it's hitting that X is still a pain in the ass. Alright, yeah, this last boss fight's kind of annoying. Ah! I almost kind of wish it was random. At least then there'd be a chance. Instead, it's like I'm trying to hit it when it's on the X, but it can move so fast. I guess can't. God damn it! Really wish there was another way to alternative way to damage the damn thing at least. Ha! I keep missing it by one. Very annoying. Yeah, I know, Knuckles. I'm kind of bored too. Yes! Okay, I got it that time. Interestingly, the attack they eliminate seems to be random too. And thankfully, these last two are the easiest to dodge. Oh, god damn it. I really thought I'd gotten it again. Okay, the good news is, though, I think this is the one. At least where I get past this sequence. It's moving so fast now that it's really difficult to time it properly. Like, I keep thinking I did on the X, and it keeps like, no, you got on one. Okay. So it starts out slow, so let's try to time it. Yes! Okay. At this point I guess I have a 50% chance, and there we go! Alright, we did it! Knuckles, stop being bored. The place around you is exploding. Okay, now come on. Give me some rings. Ooh, this is a cool little cutscene. Okay, we got some rings. Excellent. I do not remember how I'm supposed to attack him. I do know that the thing I'm climbing on, I think, is another polygonal element, which is cool. But yeah, so like this and Triple Trouble, the 2 times in Classic Sonic you personally attack Metal Sonic, and like admittedly this seems like a pretty easy boss fight, but it's at least cool looking. Like this is badass. Yeah, I don't get the hated Gex these days. Biafra Republic. Like it's not the best Classic Sonic game, certainly. But it still has some pretty cool mechanics. Ah, and some cool moments like this one. Okay, come on. I do not want to die. So, like, in today's oh, I guess he hit his hand once it's down. But certainly, like, by today's standards, I do consider it underrated, because people seem to just hate it now. There we are. But, like, back in the day, it actually got some solid reviews. Which kind of surprised me. Given how people treat it these days. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. I think. This guy's a bit of a damage sponge. Alright, come on. Oh, dang it. Ah, how'd he damage me? Oh yeah, these controls are very unique. And, like, there's a whole ass tutorial that you really need to go through to truly understand the mechanics, and, like, that is not something you generally need to do for a classic Sonic game. He broke his hand on Mighty. That's cool. Oh, uh-oh. Man, compared to the first sequence, this is a lot easier. Like, I still might die. Okay, I think I need to lure him beyond the wall. Especially since he's requiring so many hits. But Chaotix is a game where I really enjoy the music. I enjoy the aesthetic. I love the I love the way the game. I love the colorful 32-bit graphics, and I enjoy the spin it puts on classic Sonic gameplay. With the bungee cords and with the bungee controls and stuff, and how you have to like use one character to gain momentum on another. And here we go. Finally done. So, I do recommend checking out Knuckles Chaotix. Don't expect it to be at the same level as Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Or even Triple Trouble, if I'm being honest. But it's unique, and I think it's got some positive qualities to it. And so long as you at least take the time to go through the tutorial at the start, I think that you'll probably have a good time. I mean, at the bare minimum, you know, you'll get to see these characters how they originally were. You'll get to experience all their unique moves. And, you know, you'll get to play a very unique Sonic experience that is, for whatever reason, just completely unavailable now. I really do hope that SEGA eventually brings this to a collection or something, because the fact that this hasn't really had a proper re-release since 32X, outside of some 32X PC port, which I think was Japanese only, for like a SEGA service. That is just wild. I don't know why they didn't put this on Gems Collection at least. So Biafra Republic is in the chat, saying, Chaotix, the underrated cartridge-based Sonic spin-off, which I've been responding to. Part of it is the controls, which are unique to cart-based games. The rest was the fact that it was on the 32X, which, yeah, like, this is a very obscure console. It only sold like 500,000 units, and mostly saw success in the US. And it was initially a success. It sold out when it was released in 1994. But the issues that SEGA faced was that, for one, the library did just kind of... SEGA had trouble just supporting it with software. They had trouble supplying it when it was in the highest demand as well, and so they weren't able to move as many units as they could early on, which, of course, affected the viability of software once sales did slow down. And on top of that, we had the Saturn on the horizon, which people knew about, and so like they saw this as just like a stopgap, and so not worth buying into. by the time the holiday season was up. Like, by the time we were in 1995, the Saturn was on the way. It was already out in Japan. People knew if they were reading the gaming magazines. And then, like, the Saturn itself came out in May, like, as a surprise launch, just a month after this game hit, the 32X, which sapped any kind of momentum it may have had. Anyway, that was Knuckles Chaotix. That was our stream for tonight. I hope you all have been enjoying Knuckles Week, our features, our podcast, and stay tuned. We've got a couple more things in store, mostly from me. I've got to write a review for this and the Knuckles show. So those will both be coming soon. And this will be hitting YouTube. So, if you're watching this on, like, I don't know, Twitch On Demand, then, you know, you'll be able to catch Part 1 there. You'll be able to catch this one there. Part 1 is already uploaded. I guess I have to make it go live. And this one should be hitting, like, moments after I make that one go live. Probably tomorrow for both of them. We'll see. I'll send a tweet out. So, thank you for dropping by, Biafra Republic. I appreciate it. Hope y'all had fun watching this, watching me struggle at points, especially near the end. See you later. Oh, and be sure to tune in for Raising Rings, which we will be participating in to raise money for charity by playing Sonic games on stream. So, I don't know. See you later this week. Bye.